Every year, Fayetteville Public Utilities and the Tennessee Electric Cooperative Association sponsors the opportunity for students to win an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. to explore our nation's capital, a share in over $16,000 of scholarships, the ability to meet and network with students from all over Tennessee, and the chance to earn additional scholarships from partnering colleges like Union University and Carson-Newman University. It also provides opportunity for you to learn more about your local utility, FPU.
Unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the restrictions and options for safe travel, the 2021 Washington Youth Tour has been canceled. This decision was not made lightly, but was made considering concerns about providing a safe and secure tour while giving students the same experience of a traditional tour. Even though there will not be a traditional trip, there are still multiple scholarship opportunities for the winners of the writing contest. The first place winner from each school will be awarded a $1,000 scholarship from Fayetteville Public Utilities.
Here to tell you a little bit more about the short story writing contest is Alexia Greer, who was the 2020 winner from Lincoln County High School.
So the goal of the paper was to write it about how utility companies, they can come in and they can change the community and the impact they have on their community. And so I wrote a story about a little girl who has cancer and how because the electric company came in, it offered her new opportunities such as a new nursing program comes in because FPU provides electricity, good internet. She can have home visits with her doctors because she lives in a rural area where it's really hard to get that internet service, and just all kinds of things like that that makes it easier for her to be in touch, and she can stay at home with her family. And just a disclaimer, you're not really supposed to use the name of your utility company, but you're just supposed to make up a random one, or just try not to be obvious about where you're from, because when they judge it, they don't want to know where you come from. So personally, I'm really bad about procrastinating, but I knew this was a really good chance to try and win a trip to Washington. So I kind of tried to stay on top of what I was doing, and I used the FPU website. I looked at some of their magazines, the flyer they give you. They give you a lot of resources to write this paper, and you just have to try and think of a different way to incorporate that into your essay. And you don't want to make it purely like, you don't want to throw facts at people, but you want to make it entertaining and just kind of slide them in there. Even though it doesn't seem like you have the feeling of, oh, I'm not going to win because there's so many kids. I literally told a classmate the day I turned it in that I knew I wasn't going to win the essay, and then I turned around and got told I was going to Washington. So you may not think that you're going to win, but you never know what's going to happen.
FPU operates and exists to serve our customers. Our management and board members make decisions with customers in mind and a goal of keeping your utilities reliable and rates as low as possible. Being a local utility means local employees work and live here, and we are focused on supporting economic growth and prosperity for the community we serve.
Local residents and community leaders work together to form the Lincoln County Electric Membership Corporation. The first electric light bulb was energized in Blanche in 1935, making Lincoln County the first county in Tennessee to turn on a light switch in a rural community. Today, we serve more than 19,000 electric customers with more than 1,900 miles of electric lines.
Besides providing our customers with reliable electric service, FPU has a responsibility to improve the quality of life by serving our community. One way that we are doing this is through the continued expansion of broadband. In 2001, Fayetteville Electric System opened their doors to the telecommunications industry as it became the very first power system in Tennessee to offer cable TV and high-speed internet services. We are currently expanding broadband internet service to the unserved and underserved parts of our community as grant funds become available.
In addition to broadband, we have the opportunity to give back by supporting our schools and investing in our students just like you. You are the next generation of leaders in our community, our state, and our country. That's why we offer this opportunity, to help you understand the significance of our government and also how the local utility works with it for the betterment of our customers and our community.
Now that you know a little bit more about FPU, we invite you to hear from Erin Lay, a former Youth Tour alumnus, to hear more about his experience and learn more about how you could become one of the next delegates from Fayetteville Public Utilities.
Hi, I'm Erin Lay with Tennessee's Electric Co-ops, and I'd like to tell you about an incredible opportunity for high school students just like you. Each year, Tennessee's Electric Co-ops sponsor a creative writing contest, and the winners qualify for some pretty remarkable prizes. You could be 900 words away from a life-changing experience. Winners are recognized in local papers, social media, and on the cover of the Tennessee Magazine. This exposure can be valuable as you begin looking for a job or applying to college. Speaking of college, winners qualify for a share of $16,000 in scholarships to help pay for your education. The top papers in the state receive a $3,000, $2,000, or $1,000 scholarship, and delegates who remain engaged with their co-op in the year following the trip can win a $10,000 Cooperative Youth Ambassador Scholarship. Partnering colleges in the state also recognize Youth Tour delegates with scholarships of their own. Finally, Youth Tour networking opportunities can create lasting connections. There are more than 6,000 former Youth Tour delegates in Tennessee, and many more across the country. Politicians, authors, athletes, and business leaders, including Apple's CEO Tim Cook, are proud Youth Tour alumni. With so many great benefits for winners of the contest, you'll want to make sure that you enter and put forth your best writing efforts. Before starting your paper, there are a few things to keep in mind. Creative writing is unlike the essays, research papers, and other writing projects you usually tackle in school. We are asking you to craft an engaging short story. Use your imagination to create characters, settings, and a plot. Take your subject and make it fun and interesting. This is a fiction inspired by facts. There are a few simple rules. To be eligible for this contest, you must be a high school junior this year. While you'll have creative freedom, your submission must be titled Electric Cooperatives, Building a Brighter Tennessee. Your story should explain how electric co-ops are building a brighter Tennessee through investments in energy, education, broadband, community development, and more. The maximum word count is 900 words. Entries must be typed and double-spaced, and be sure to include your final word count on your cover page. How will your story be judged? 50% of your score will depend on your story sticking to the theme and your knowledge of the subject. Do your research, find out what makes the co-op model and their role in your community special. 35% of your score is based on originality and creativity, so take time to brainstorm a story that showcases all of your research in a unique, engaging way. After reading your entry, you want the judges to say, "This is a great story." The final 15% of your score will be based on the proper use of grammar and composition. Don't forget to proofread your work and clean up any mistakes, even minor ones, before submitting your story. If you are thinking, "I don't even know where to start," then I have good news. A full list of rules, resources, judging criteria, previous winning stories, and more is available online at youthtour.tnelectric.org or in the resources that may be provided by your teacher. You may be wondering why the power company is sponsoring this contest, and it's pretty simple. An electric co-op is way more than just a power company. Electric co-ops provide energy to 71% of Tennessee. That means that we serve about 1.1 million homes and businesses across the state. Co-ops operate more than 100,000 miles of power lines and invest more than $100 million each year in the power grid. While most utilities are owned by government entities or by large corporations, electric co-ops are unique because they are owned by the people that they serve. If your parents or grandparents pay their power bill to an electric cooperative, they are part owners of the co-op. They have an opportunity to vote for co-op leaders and on policies set by the co-op. This may sound like a small difference, but it impacts everything that they do. Electric co-ops are not for profit because they exist to serve consumers instead of making a profit for shareholders. Because of this, residential electric rates for co-ops in Tennessee are 17% lower than the national average. But co-ops do way more than simply keep the lights on. Way more. Co-ops were created to improve everyday life for the people and places that they serve. Energy is a big part of their mission, but they are also involved in their communities in many other ways. Co-ops are investing in the future of the communities they serve. Some are building advanced telecommunication networks to bring high-speed internet to rural Tennessee, while others are working to bring new businesses and jobs to the region. Another important way that co-ops invest in the future of their communities is by preparing you, a new generation of community leaders. That's why co-ops sponsor the Electric Cooperative Creative Writing Contest and other programs that target young people. You are the future doctors, teachers, farmers, and elected officials, and electric co-ops want you to be prepared to lead your community in bold ways. Now that you know more about Tennessee's electric co-ops and all that they do for communities across the state, I hope you are excited to get started on your short story. Remember, if you need a refresher of the information provided in this video or additional content, visit youthtour.tnelectric.org or contact your local electric co-op. I hope you have a better understanding of the Electric Cooperative Creative Writing Contest, the amazing things that you could win, and the rules and requirements. There are lots more resources on our website. Do not take this opportunity for granted. When I was in your shoes and thinking about applying, I did not fully comprehend the incredible impact that this program could have on my life. Now, as a Youth Tour alumnus myself, I can't fully put into words how much this program has meant to me. The Electric Cooperative Creative Writing Contest can change your life, and it only takes 900 words to start that journey. Speaking from experience, it is totally worth the effort that you put into this contest, and I promise you won't regret it. After all, 900 words changed my life. 900 words could do the same for you.
FPU will award 3 students the honor of being a 2021 Youth Tour delegate. 1 student will be selected from each school in the community: Lincoln County High School, Fayetteville High School, and Riverside Christian Academy. Short stories submitted to us are judged anonymously to ensure fairness and equality. All of the information you need can be found in the resource book provided by your teacher or by visiting youthtour.tnelectric.org. We also want to clarify that for the purpose of this paper, you should focus on electric and broadband internet service rather than all the utility services that FPU offers.
We hope you are excited for the opportunity that is in front of you and that you understand more of what your local utility does. For over 50 years, the Creative Writing Competition has helped thousands of students from Tennessee and across the country achieve their dreams and goals. What could 900 words do for you? For more information about this competition, please visit us at fpu-tn.com or contact Miriam Lane at 931-433-1522, extension 166, or mlane at fpu-tn.com.